This is Newcap News with Mike Baden.
Good evening. 5 people are dead after what investigators believe was a mid-air collision yesterday in central Saskatchewan. It happened near St. Brew, Saskatchewan, about 150 kilometers northeast of Saskatoon.
Police searched the wreckage and water to find the victims after 2 planes collided in midair near St. Brew, Saskatchewan. The collision killed all 5 people on board the 2 planes.
Adult male and adult female on the plane that was en route from Regina to La Ronge. On the plane that was going from Calgary to St. Brew, 2 adult males and a young male.
As you can see behind me, the underwater recovery team is still searching for any trace of the 3 people on board the plane. Shortly after finding the first plane Saturday morning, police discovered the second plane in a wooded area about 1 kilometer away. Family have identified 3 of the victims as pilot Denny Laurie from Nanton, Alberta, along with 38-year-old Eric Donovan of Mossley, Alberta, and his 11-year-old son Wade.
Some are from out of province, and I think some are from in the province.
The National Transportation Safety Board is investigating the crash. One of the planes was a Lake Buccaneer. No flight plan was filed, but it was believed to be headed from Regina to La Ronge in northern Saskatchewan. The other plane was a Piper Arrow, heading from Calgary to St. Brew.
Our information is that it passed in the vicinity of Saskatoon, descending from 6,000 down to 4,200 feet above sea level, and this is the last real information we have about that aircraft, because this is north of Saskatoon and it faded out of radar coverage.
The TSB says in the crash area, the pilots rely on sight alone to see other air traffic.
How did they collide? What angles were involved? Who was going where? And was one of them climbing, one descending? Is there some reason for which they may not have seen each other based on, let's say, the structure of the aircraft being in the way and so on? So a lot of things like that to work out.
The board says there's a possibility the pilots did not see each other, but their investigation is just getting underway and they are far from determining the exact cause of the crash. John Beglieri, CTV News, near St. Brew, Saskatchewan.
Figures show that almost half of Albertans will develop cancer in their lifetime. As Lise Cox explains, an Alberta Cancer Foundation research program is giving Lloydminster residents the opportunity to create a healthier future.
The Tomorrow Project is a long-term cancer research study recruiting Albertans between the ages of 35 and 69 who've never had cancer.
And we're going to follow those people for 50 years and look at their lifestyle and then see who develops cancer and who doesn't.
You give them information about you, your family, all your history, and they go from there.
Early cancer detection is much better than it was in the past, but the project aims to prevent cancer in the first place.
It's going to allow researchers to learn more about the causes of cancer, and hopefully that'll help prevent it in the future.
Something Connie says she can easily get behind.
And it will eventually help, hopefully, my children, grandchildren, people along the line.
Lloydminster is one of 5 study centres outside of Calgary and Edmonton, and they were almost fully booked.
And there is an option just to participate by mail, so participants, if they've missed us, they can still sign up and we'll send them everything by mail.
More information can be found on the Tomorrow Project's website. Elise Cox, Newcap News.
Today is the day for breakfast in bed, flowers, and relaxing. All for your mother. Yes, today is Mother's Day. The weather was beautiful in the border city, making the day perfect to spend with the family. And we went out and asked just what makes your mom so special.
There to drive us places that we need to go, and she's always just kind of the person that we always go to for advice and stuff.
She does a lot of great stuff for me. That's me.
She's very nice, and also sometimes she always brings us on vacations, and she's always there for us, so I think that's what makes her special.
Family and friends gathered at Bud Miller Park this afternoon to play in the playground, relax on the grass, and fly some kites.
Yeah, okay.
Thank you. Ready?
Yep.
Says it was the perfect day.
What makes it special is my 2 daughters came and all my grandchildren, and we're having a wonderful day at the park.
The 2012 Relay for Life walk around Bud Miller Park is set for June 1st and 2nd, and teams are continuing to fundraise.
You're allowed to walk through, yeah.
Go for it. Excuse me, can I get you?
Team Charlie's Angels is walking in honor of their father, who passed away in 2002. This is their 9th year participating, and once again, fundraising is going well.
Typically in the past, our team raises about $3,000, and so as far as that goes, that's our goal again this year.
All burgers, hot dogs, and buns were donated to the team, and proceeds go straight towards Relay for Life.
We sell a hamburger for $3 and a hot dog for $2. Both of them come with a pop, and Sobeys has donated all of the supplies, so that entire $3 goes towards Relay for Life.
The run will start at 7 p.m. on June 1st and finish at 7 a.m. on June 2nd. The Allison Lamont School of Dance has been putting on performances for 33 years, but none have been quite like this. Elise Cox has more.
The Allison Lamont School of Dance has been working all year to create the magical performance themed after The Princess and the Frog.
From the very beginning of the year, the kids come to class, like right from 4 years old to our seniors, which are like 18, 19 years old, and they're working on their technique during the year, and then they start to do choreography, and we do costumes, and then in the end we put it all together in our own rendition of The Princess and the Frog.
All following the storyline from the classic story.
It's mainly this prince, and he comes to New Orleans, and he gets turned into a frog by a voodoo man. And he meets the princess, or I guess she isn't a princess yet, and he turns her into a frog too, and so they're trying to find a way to become human again.
And it's all done with lots of variation.
We have all kinds of dances. We have lots of tap and lots of hip-hop and ballet and lyrical.
All ages and ranges and lots of abilities from our seniors, from our little kids to our seniors, so it's a good show.
Perfect. Anything else?
So after a long year of work, the dancers get to rest up before they prepare for next year's performance. Elise Cox, Newcap News.
Elise joins us for a quick look at weather, and Elise, like we saw earlier, great day out there today.
Yeah, extremely warm too. We got up to a high of 25 degrees, which is actually the daytime high that we're sitting at right now. So right now in Lloydminster, we're sitting at 25, but still pretty windy out there. Winds coming in at 46 kilometers per hour. And same can be said for around the region, but in the Battlefords, they are getting wind gusts up to 55 kilometers per hour over there. I'll have your full forecast along with what we can expect this work week coming up later in the cast.
Coming up, hundreds of people in Slave Lake, Alberta are still living in temporary homes a year after the devastating wildfire. We'll have that story after the break. Matt joins us for a first look at sports. And Matt, most teams enter a season with a goal in mind, but Vandals are pushing for a little extra.
Yeah, you know, as CFL teams, you got their Grey Cup and the NFL with the Super Bowl, but the Vandals, they always want that AFL championship, but something else on the line that they want to get after this year. As we mentioned yesterday, the Lloydminster Vandals are preparing for the 2012 season and will have a chance to host one of the biggest games of the year. The Vandals have an opportunity to host a national championship right here in the border city and have been busy recruiting players from Saskatoon and Edmonton.
There's a few players out there that know they don't have many years football left in them, and they want to go out on top, so they've decided their best opportunity to win a national championship, get back to that game, is to travel to Lloyd and play with our team.
A lot of the guys like the players that are here already and the players that have been established in the league for so long, so mixing those guys in kind of made more sense than going to a place like Calgary.
Newcomer Jeremy Taylor is from Saskatoon and is excited that the Vandals asked him to join the team and have a chance to play for a national title.
I just figured I was coming out and they had a team already going. They looked pretty good. I thought maybe I would even make a cut, so cool. If they're excited about me coming out, like, I don't want to disappoint, I guess. Now you guys put more pressure on me.
The Vandals know it's going to be a long summer, but are willing to make that sacrifice.
Everybody wants to play on a winning team. It's not just like bantam football where you just want to be a part of it, and just to play is fun, right? Guys want to win, and it's a lot more fun when you're winning. It's a lot easier to give up your weekends all summer and be away from your family and the lake life and all that other stuff that you enjoy through the summer. We have to give that up to play this game that we love.
The Lloydminster Red Dogs were in Edmonton last night trying to bring a Capital District Championship back to the Border City against the Battle River Shock, the team the Red Dogs lost to in Week 1 of the regular season. The boys defeated the Shock from the Camrose area 35-14. Donovan Granham and Austin Dretcher each scored 2 touchdowns, with Colton Hippie adding a major, as the Red Dogs are your 2012 Capital District Minor Football Association champions. So a big congratulations to all the players and coaches. The dirt was flying this morning at the Lucas Bachman Memorial Raceway as Lloydminster was the host to the Saskatchewan Provincial Motocross Series. Racers from ages of 5 to 50 participated in various categories. This was the first stop in the series due to last week's race being cancelled. 12 races in all took place today. Lloydminster's Braden Jazowski picked up a win in the MX2 Junior Youth category. They now have a week off before heading to Weyburn on the 26th. And that is all the time I have for sports right now. Stay tuned. Elise has your weather after the break.